Hey, what's up guys? Drazo here. So I'm gonna be creating a guide for floors 1 to 7 of Mushins Tower. I'm actually creating it for a guildie who asked. Right off the bat, let me show you my skills. Inferno, tier 2, stage 2 because of the instant cast. Blazing Palm, I go down the first tree. A lot of people, if you're under geared, if you're under geared, I would suggest you go down here because it is AoE, but you do restore 10% of your hits as health, which is kind of good if you're new to it. Frost Palm, 3 points down here. Sorry about that. Just because I've realized that your chill doesn't really help you against anyone in the instance, and this way you generate the frost orbits, which is a huge part about dual dragons. Because if you look at that, you stack Ember, you recover almost all your focus every time you use it. You stack a bleed and it does a ton of damage. 3 points in Fire Fury, just because this is one of your bread and butter skills. In Frost Fury, a lot of times, like depending on what I'm doing, I'll go either down here on the first tree because of the additional damage. But if I'm going, that's only when I'm going against lower content, but on something like Mushins Tower, you want to go down the third tree because you get 30% of your damage back as health and twice as much if you crit, which as a Force Master isn't, every class stacks crit. So 1 point in Windstorm, when you're against a target you know is not going to be knocked down, like Blackworm, you want to use this point elsewhere, but for now 1 point here is fine. I'm actually gonna use that for something else though. Dual Dragons, 3 points. I think I already spoke about that. Yeah. Let's see. I don't really point Firestorm. A lot of people like going into Heatwave because when on floor 7, Junkhado, he charges onto you. If you have a Heatwave under you, you can toggle it and it'll lock him down and CC him for a sec. Frost Armor, I usually go down on this tree, but 1 point's enough. It's optional. Like, you don't want to go on the third one even though it restores 30% just because it's a 3-minute cooldown. And the first one is, it's not bad. I like this one because if you go down to the third stage, right here where it says cast moves back 15 meters on removing frost armor, that's a really good disengage tool. A point in second wind, so I can escape from the knockdown, stun, daze, whatever. 2 points in impact. I only take this because if you look at that, it's block ranged attacks for 0.5 seconds, and right here absorbs 25% of additional damage as health when freeze is removed. When you're stacking your Frost Palm, your freeze, like this, comes in handy more often than you would realize. You don't really need 2 points, but I just had an extra point, so I put it there. Like, just 1 point in there is fine because you get the block for 0.5 seconds. And right there, what happens is if Junkhado jumps onto you and you have 2 stacks of frost on him and all of your shit is on cooldown, this knocks him back and stuns him for 1 second, which is really useful. Blazing Beam, if it's AoE you want to go down the first tree from my experience, and if it's single target you want to go down the third. I don't really use it enough to care so much. Like right here, let me see what difference it is. Yeah, it's just a range difference. But this is more for single target, this is more for multi-target. If you're under geared, you might want to switch between specs you might want to switch specs in during fights, but for me, I just set everything up before entering. You want to go down the third one for the instant stun for 2 seconds. This is one of your main skills against Junkhado. Put a point in Phantom Grip just because it changes the duration to 6 seconds. So if you're in a fight and you need to wait for your cooldowns, or he does that stupid Blade Dancer or Blade Master thing where he dashes all around you in a circle, and your stun's on cooldown, you can just force grip him, hold him there for like 5 seconds, and then use number 2 to toss him away from you. After that, like, if you have extra skill points, you can get Cold Snap, but it's not really... I don't like it so much, but it's a 6-second chill. It's good against some enemies. Inferno, instant cast. Snowball, you can go down onto Frost Tornado if you want, but I don't really do that. I don't use Short Fuse either, but I know people that do. Like, they focus on a full survivability build, so put all your points into defensives, stack embers, and slowly burn the boss down, but I don't see the point to that. Divine Whale, I go down this area because it moves with the caster. Like, these 2 points or whatever, you can't really choose, but right here, you recover 15% health, but the Veil doesn't move. Over here, you recover 5%. Yeah, you recover, or you lose damage taken, because like right now, you reduce damage taken by 30%, but you have to channel it. Right here, it goes down to 20%, but the Veil doesn't move. Right here, it moves with you, which is amazing, especially against ranged. I almost never take that skill off. Meteor Shower, just cause. Frost Sheath, like these 2 abilities should like always be down there, just cause you're always gonna use them. Let's see. I go for 2 points in Backstep, just because it's another escape from knockdown, stuns, and dazes. Same thing for Blackworm. And Burning Soul. Yeah, I have an extra point. I'm gonna put it, let's see, I'm just gonna put it in Frost Armor. Okay. And besides that, so one of the main things you want for the tower, like I honestly had a hard time defeating it until I realized how OP these are. Changshil Premium Cao Liang Ju. Sorry if I butchered that pronunciation. But it resists all damage for 6 seconds, and after the 40% point, it's amazing. Like, you can use it earlier as well, but that's only if you know that it's gonna come off cooldown by the time you really need it. Then again, the main reason I say like need it instead of should use it is because I've found times when, like, the first time he jumps onto me, I'll use a Frost Sheath. The second time he jumps onto me, I'll use a Frost Armor. The third time, like, I don't really have anything off cooldown to like survive it. And I mean, right now, yeah, I've got my new I have like a true Siren Bangle, and I have a lot of I've upgraded my gear considerably. But when I did it the first time, like when I defeated him the first time, I was on True Profane. All of this stuff was infernal, including the ring. My belt was like stage 1, my bracelet was the Siren Bracelet, and my soul shield was the Poharn one. Oh, totally forgot. Okay, floor 1. I think the hardest time I had when I was new to this was on floor 3, when you have to defeat a bunch of those enemies, because there were too many adds and I could not kill them fast enough, even if I went on an AoE build. And then I realized single target was the way to go. So right here, I usually just kill the destroyer, and depending on where in the area I am when I'm done with the destroyer, I just go for whatever. Like, the only one I don't like is the first banner right there, the archer, and blade dancers, because too much CC. But with a destroyer, you can just kite him around the entire time. You can just do this, easy peasy. Apologies for the mouse clicks. I'll see if I can get rid of that in editing. If you do hear it, then unfortunately I couldn't, but if you don't hear it, then hey, I succeeded. Alright, and you can stack these dumplings. Like, what I suggest is you stack like 3 of them on floor 1, and By the time you get to floor 4 or 5, unless of course you need it, then you can just stack, you know, all 5 and refresh it when you need it. But I like to save them, so I stack like 3 or 4 floor 1, and then I eat the 5th one when I'm on like floor 6, just cause the buff lasts longer and I don't have to like double stack it. So floor 1 is like one of the easiest ones. Like if you're against a Force Master, and as I said, this is like a Force Master guide, so against a Force Master I just use my Veil. 20 seconds of immunity to pretty much all damage. The only thing that actually affects me with this bitch is when I get Force Gripped, which should happen right about now. Unless I cancelled it. I might have actually cancelled it. Yep. But usually there'll be a Force Grip right there. Let's wait for these damn doors to open. I would love it if you could jump off this tower and just go gliding down there. That looks really fun. Just fly around. For his basic attacks, you can kind of tank them because like your Frost Fury will heal you up, but when he does something like that, you really want to like not get hit, especially if you're not as geared. With most of these bosses, you can just walk in a circle and it's piss easy. Like my rotation right now is I just spam left click, right click, and I spam F, and if I see something like my Inferno's off cooldown, I'll use it, but otherwise I'll just be running in circles. Like my Z, V, none of that gets used this fight, just cause like you can use your stun as well if you want, like right there, but I don't feel the need to. It's just a lot easier. Your bread and butter though is your ability to dodge things without taking any damage or without losing much damage by using your Fire Step and Frost Step. Let me see if that's exactly what it's called. Yeah, Blaze Step and Frost Step. Just cause if you time it well enough, you teleport behind the enemy, and most enemies have like combo attacks in this tower. But with that guy, the boss I just killed, he has a spinning attack, he has a slam attack, and he has his basic attack. All of which you can just dodge. The reason you don't go too far from the bosses though is because most of them have gap closers, and those are the hard ones to dodge. I mean, they're not that hard, but you don't want to go far enough for them to want to use their gap closers, because that just makes it harder for you, to be honest. Right here you want to focus attack, just because he has a... If you kill him, he despawns the mobs around him. If you want, you can kill these one pack at a time, but what I like to do is I just like to spam everything. I mean, potions are OP. There we go. So there's like 3 packs of trash that spawn, and you want to try your best to clear this room before the 4th boss spawns, because when I was a noob, I would get completely wrecked by the 4th boss, just because I'd have pretty much all the trash still alive. Like, I didn't realize I can just lifesteal off them. I went crazy, took a whole AoE build and shit like that. See, yeah, honestly, in my opinion, this is the 2nd hardest floor in this tower, just because you have so many adds and so much damage coming at you, and if one of them stuns you at the wrong time, you're pretty screwed. Five for 28. Okay, well, that's fair. Yeah, same thing. Like, if I go too far from him, like right now, he's probably gonna jump. As soon as he decides to... Oh, fuck off. Yeah, that jump. Unfortunate, but yeah, that's another reason I don't go too far from these bosses. They tend to glitch out if you do. I mean, you can just run around the outer ring of the circle and you're good to go. If he reset with 1 health. Waiting for the doors. I hope I unmuted my mic. Yeah, I did. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't really care who you pick up. Like, it doesn't really matter, but if you really need the damage boost, the Force Master spawns in this corner. Okay, for floor 4, there's a huge thing that you need to keep in mind though. Like, you can, same thing, kite around this guy, but if you have 2 forms of crowd control, you don't really have a problem. But if you're like me and you just have your number 3 to stun, then okay, let's see, he's gonna use his ability right about now. Yeah, joint attack. You don't really need to interrupt that or anything. Just walk out of it. It's a little bit whatever. Let's see. He summons these. Yeah, right there. You see how he's raising his hands? You want to make sure you stun him during that, because he spawned these little ads that have like 30,000 health each, and those ads hit you for like 4,000 per hit. I mean, that's the last time I let him summon them that I was getting hit for 4,000. Like right now, as you can see, he hits me for like 2.5k on a basic hit, and that's when I do let him hit me. There you go, 3.3 thousand. Another thing one of my clan members told... Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Another thing one of my clan members told me is if you move your camera... Right there, stun. Another thing one of my clan members told me is if you move your camera while left click, right clicking, more of them register compared to if you're just, you know, like right here, hold still. I don't know if that's true, but it's whatever. Like right there, I was still within range of it, but I evaded it. Let's see. Number 2. I think the only one I actually need is a number 4. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's a number 4. Like, most of my other pieces are almost best in slot. Like, negligibly almost best in slots. I'm not gonna waste money. Except for this one. This is best in slot for health and crit, but the defense I think rolls up to 84 or something. Actually, let me just check. Why am I even like I don't even know why I'm not just checking. 3350 health, 221 crit. Yeah, 94 defense. But I'm not gonna bother wasting 30 silver using an unsealing charm to, you know, get something that's like what plus 15 defense and I waste 90 silver. I don't really know what these pillars do. I just know the red one is supposedly like an attack boost, so I just grabbed that. The green one is health. I don't know what the blue and the white one does. With this guy, you don't want to move too far because this is what happens. One sec. And you definitely want to get out of that. Let's see. He's probably going to toss his boulder right now. Nope. He just completely ignored it. Guess he's just feeling lazy today. But yeah, just keep moving. Like, okay. Guess I'm picking up health. Yeah, genuinely don't know what it does, but whatever. I haven't seen any losses or gains by using those things. I'm actually gonna get hit by one of these things just to see how much damage I take. Let's see. 3.5k. 1.4k. Blocked it. 3.5k. Evaded. 2.5k. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to see how much damage it does. Okay, so 16,000. So yeah, you definitely don't want to get hit by that. I actually want him to use his boulder. There we go. But yeah, that boulder usually hits me for like 7,000. Okay, right there. 5,000. Number 4. Yes, this is the one I needed. So this piece rolls 78 critical, 183 accuracy, and 2770 health at maximum tier. Nope. Has block on it. Already have one of these. Already have 2 of these. Yes, I know. I just remembered. I'm recording. My bad. Let's see, okay, look right there, I have 1 minute left on my buff, so if I eat another one right now, should be good. So what you want to do is when you're on this floor, in case you don't already have these, there are 5 of them for 7 silver, you want to buy them. I have 22 right now, so I'm not going to restock, but you really want these premium ones, and make sure you don't waste your tokens buying them. I did that once accidentally, I was like, what? Luckily the confirmation screen saved me. So I can't really give you a guide on each one of these 4 bosses, but from what I know, the monkey's the easiest. And the spider's the hardest from experience. Luckily I've only got the spider like twice so far, but I hate that shit. It just like stuns you everywhere. For most of the bosses though, this is exactly what you do. Just walk in a circle. It gets your camera moving, and it also lets you avoid everything. Oh, I totally forgot it's a slam. Actually, I should have just used an immunity thing for that, because I could have still done damage well. I'm gonna get hit by this just to see how much damage it does. Negligible. Like 6k. But yeah, when I did start this, I had 20,000 health pool with my Baharan shield. Okay, 9,000. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by these things if you're under geared. Though even with like True Profane and like the Moonwater Arena Shield, this is very doable. He's gonna jump. I never knew that thing lasts longer. Well, my backstep was on cooldown. Number 6. Fair enough. 3120, 70, 206. I can actually upgrade my number 6 because it's plus 13 critical if I roll the perfect one. Junk. Sorry, force of habit. I know I'm adding unnecessary time onto the video by salvaging shit, but I'll probably put annotations right at the start in case you want to skip to a certain floor. Okay, let's see. 6 minutes left on the buff. Shit's off cooldown. Yeah, I'm good to go. So right there, he dashed onto me. Force grip, throw him away. He does this crap, don't bother interrupting it or anything. This is what you want to stun him. Like, you either want to force grip him or stun him when he does that crap. Or, you know, double step backwards when all other cooldowns are on. You can just buy time doing that. The timing on that, holy shit. Yeah, right then, he did his resist thing. Not entirely sure if that was a knockup one. Whatever. Wait for the frost, buy a little time, cooldowns. Because you gotta remember, in PvP that wouldn't be viable because he would break out of it, but this is PvE. Oh shit. That was close. I didn't realize. But yeah. Those are the exact moments you want to use your things. Yeah, I goofed this run. I usually don't get hit at all. Right here. Dashing, stun him. Okay, right there. He did this thing, just drink the potion. Simple. Let the ice break. 2, 1. I'm just gonna burst him this time because he's almost dead anyway. But yeah. Easy as that. A warrior weapon. Lin blade, of course. Don't really need a number 8. I do need number 4s, but yeah. That was my guide on doing Mushins Tower. Fuck, did I start the video saying Bloodshade Harbor? I I can't remember right now, but let's see. Hopefully I roll. Nope. Accuracy block. Oh, don't have enough. Anyway, hope I helped you guys out. If you have any questions, just feel free to PM me. But yeah, I've covered my skills. If you can see my rotation, I'm not really doing shit too fast. I mean, I don't know why. I've been lagging since the new patch, but it affected me a lot earlier, but now because my gear's caught up, it's like whatever. A little bit of lag can't kill you. Or it can, especially at Blackworm. I've had that happen. But yeah, right, Grazo out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.